Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Let it.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Bandit.
You draw quarter. Hey, exit. Snap.
On first down, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get 7 out of this. Before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. Able to get this to Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked him, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Okay, he needs to start heeding their advice.
What? You ready?
Stay with your man. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Hey, we are.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Get him.
From midfield now, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Play action. It's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the throw football.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson stepping up. He's going to keep it. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Ashawn Robinson there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
It's just me and you.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ready.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27. Looking to throw. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that would be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit towards the field goal.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. This time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Drew.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he took that thing one-handed. What a grab. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
All day, every day. Snap.
Back to throw. Herbert. They'll get this to Eckler. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Let's go.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st down, Herbert for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Mike 51.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert, and caught by Henry. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Gordon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He's got his man. It's Williams. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. All The score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Got his man. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw.
Situation, let's go.
Go. Get it.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Hey, Alpha.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Recon, 132 fighter. Sit up. Be gripping.
Again, Gordon on second and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
X3, 218, chop.
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
5.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Steps away to his left. This is caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts
Easy work.
as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up first and 10. They're just going to run it here over the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. after the touchdown. It's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Get ready. Get ready.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Switch up, switch up.
Wilson now off the bootleg. It's complete to Diggs. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
57 to Mike. Silver.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the defense has come up with it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he completes it to Henry. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
All down, baby, let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Wilson. And Diggs has it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over. Sideline.
Bulletti!
Stinty! Hey, here I come! Here I come! Here I come!
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Forced out to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
On the
After
set.
the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, D! It's gonna be a long
Off-play action. Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Yeah.
Nice, sweetheart!
Here's 2nd and 8. Being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the yellow color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure it out. He better figure it out. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 59 yards. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this one complete to Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Wilson, off play action to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
First down, Toronto.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Herbert. Little Bison, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, Herbert. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10.
3 down. Undercrush.
Bang out. Bam.
Kill.
There.
Check 3. Go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
22-jet bomber. Shoot.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Bravo.
He looked to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey guys, listen.
Wilson to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at them.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. The time is a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Hey, Orbit. Let's go.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Vikings, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Toronto,